Good morning, everyone. So I decided to conduct a little experiment because I still need lots of parts for my mock. So I thought I would look into parting out a set. And as you know, I have the Tower Bridge set, and it's got a lot of tan pieces, has a lot of the pulleys I need, and so I thought, well, maybe if I can buy a used one, I can get a lot of parts that way and not spend as much. And I've also wondered, is it worth parting out a set? Is it cheaper, and how do people make money on Bricklink? So I found one, and so here's where I started. So this set, new, cost $240. So clearly if I was going to spend more than that, it wasn't going to make sense. So I found a set. This is just part of it. It was no box, no instructions, just the parts. That actually saved me quite a bit of money. Now I also had to factor in shipping, but with all this, I was able to get it for $160. So there I already saved $80 versus buying it new. But then the question is it really worth doing this or buying individual pieces on Bricklink? Because clearly, there are no tan pieces in this little bag that I've sorted out. I also got, I think I've been shorted a couple pieces. I'm not quite done going through them. As you can see, there are 500 of the little cheese plates that I've got to pick out some other things from and count. But I made my little list. This took quite a long time. Made a spreadsheet, did the parts list, went through, and then I checked the prices on Bricklink. Now what I did is I did only look in the US, just because that's where I'm mostly going to buy, and I took what looked to be like a good price. I didn't even go anywhere near the most expensive prices. I kind of went for where you started to see a good quantity at that price, and so I think these are very reasonable prices. So the value of what I came up with of this set, if you parted it out, is $220. So if you bought this new and parted it out, you clearly would be upside down and possibly lose money unless you jack up your prices. But if you jack up your prices, you're not going to sell your pieces most likely. But because of the price that I bought it at, if I were able to sell all these, although I'm going to use them in my mock, if I were able to sell every single piece, I would actually make $60, which doesn't seem like a lot, especially considering how long it takes to sort out, make sure you've got everything, inventory everything. The time factor I've probably lost, but if you have kids to help you sort and everything, that might work out. But $60, again, may not seem like a lot, but that's actually more than a 20% profit. And how many investments do people make where they get even a 20% return? I mean, 10% return is considered outstanding. Interest rates are, less than 1% at the time. So 20% return is a good margin, and this is something that, maybe if I start amassing enough extra parts building my mock, I might consider selling some of these pieces, but that would almost be a second job, and I'd need more time and more money to even get started. But hope you found that interesting. That was my experiment with Bricklink and parting out a set, and I'll see you next time.